What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Young Raul. Yes, Young Raul is our opponent, but before we get into the teams, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches 50 likes, we're going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi uploads, the one 6v6 and the one Battle Spot Live, just like we had earlier this afternoon. But looking at this team here, I'm actually pretty scared. That Togekiss is really frightening. I hate Togekiss. I hate Togekiss so much, it's not even funny. I know, I complain about it every single time that I see it. That's how bad the hatred is. So other than that Togekiss, he still has a lot of threats here. He's got Greninja and Infernape and Garchomp, all of which are threats. He's got the Metagross as well, and then the Sticky Web Setter in Galvantula. On my side, I'm bringing Slowbro, Mega Tyranitar, Shiftry, Salamence, Conkeldurr, and Rotom Heat. And this is the first time that I'm actually using Rotom Heat, I think, since like 5th gen. Pretty sure I haven't used it competitively since then. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Nonetheless, I'm going to start off with my Rotom Heat just to see what he starts off with, because not everybody wants to start off with Galvantula. But he does end up starting off with the Galvantula. So I'm going to go straight for the Volt Switch. And I'm going to switch into my Tyranitar, and I noticed that this thing was unnerved. That's kind of strange to me. Most Galvantulas are compound eyes, just for the sake of using Thunder and not missing and stuff like that, but I guess it doesn't matter, especially if you're not running Thunder. I guess it doesn't matter. So he's going to go for the Sticky Web on the first turn, which is unfortunate. Thankfully, though, a lot of my team really doesn't mind it. Tyranitar is really the only one that does mind it, because this is a max attack, max speed, Dragon Dance Mega Tyranitar, so that the Sticky Web does hurt there, and that's part of why I switched him in here, was to try to get some Dragon Dances up. Unfortunately, he is going to go for the Bug Buzz, though, and because I'm uninvested, that kind of does a lot of damage, and I feel like if he were to get max damage the next turn, he might just kill. I don't know. I'm really not interested in figuring that out, to be honest, so I'm just going to have to kill him here. Really just going to have to kill him, so I'm going to go for the Crunch, and that is going to finish off this Galvantula, but he's obviously just going to bring in Infernape, and I do not have really anything to deal with it as far as having this Tyranitar out. I need to go into Slowbro, basically. He's going to go for the Mach Punch. That's the obvious move, so I'm going to switch into Slowbro, like I said. Make sure he takes that Sandstorm damage, which is great. That'll break his Focus Sash if he's carrying one. And that's basically what I'm using this Sandstorm for. Because Greninja could have a Focus Sash as well. And I guess Galvantula could have had one as well. I guess half his team could have had Focus Sashes for all I know. But I take that Mach Punch very well. It's a little bit unfortunate that I'm running Leftovers on this Slowbro instead of the Rocky Helmet that I usually run, because he would be getting some chip damage. But I guess it doesn't matter in the long run. You know, Infernape is so incredibly frail that if it gets hit by a Scald or basically any strong move, it's going to go down anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. The Greninja comes in to take the Scald. He takes that very nicely, and the Sandstorm is going to subside as I get back up to full health with my lefties. Now I need to switch out, because the Dark Pulse is obviously coming, so I'm going to switch into Tyranitar, get that Sand back up, and yeah, get him away from full health, just in case he might be, you know, Focus Sash. I don't know. Do not know, and I should be able to take this Dark Pulse okay in the Sand, because I get that +1 special defense thing going on, and it's a resisted hit, so that does almost nothing whatsoever. He's probably going to go for, like, Surf or Scald the next turn. If it's Hydro Pump, I'm probably going to die because, like I said, I am not invested in Special Defense or HP at all. But if it's just Scald or Surf, I'm pretty confident that I can survive it in the Sandstorm. So he is going to go for the Scald, and I barely survive with 13 HP. Thankfully, no burn. And he's not carrying Focus Sash or anything like that. He just has a Shell Bell, which is pretty interesting. But Stone Edge is going to absolutely destroy this Greninja, so it's a great thing that I survived, it's a great thing that I didn't get burned, and it's a great thing that Stone Edge hit. So a lot of things had to happen there for that Greninja to go down, but it went my way, so I'm not complaining. Out comes the Infernape. There's really no reason for him to go for Mach Punch at this point. It's better for him to just go for the Thunder Punch, predicting the Slowbro to come out, and I'm going to be slower than him regardless, so if I stayed in with Tyranitar, Thunder Punch would still kill. He had nothing to lose by going for that. So he does get the super effective hit off on me. But look how much damage that does. Even with the Sandstorm, well, I guess it doesn't matter because I have leftovers, but still, it does like 50 HP. Super effective hit. That's like a 4-hit KO. Yikes. So he has to switch out here. He's going to switch out something that can take a Scald, but I end up going for the Thunder Wave. I really didn't care what I hit with it. It really, honestly, did not matter. I just wanted to paralyze something because the Sticky Web is a problem, and it would be nice if Tyranitar could come back in and do something other than just fodder. But we'll see, we'll see. So we have this Metagross paralyzed. Unfortunately, that means we cannot burn it with Scald, but Scald does a lot of damage. It is a crit, so it would have been like a 4 or 5 hit KO, probably a 4-hit KO. He's going to Meteor Mash me, and he does not get the attack boost, which is great. It's not very effective. At this point, I'm really not that scared of this Metagross at all. I feel like I can just keep scalding it and then recover off the damage with Slack Off. I do have Regenerator as well, so this thing does not scare me whatsoever. He's just going to keep going for the Meteor Mash. I'm wondering if that's his only attack move, or maybe he has Bullet Punch too. And he does get the attack, the +1 attack there from the Meteor Mash, so that is unfortunate. But he's going to die this turn, regardless. So he goes for the Protect. And, yeah, I'm not really sure why he's going for the Protect here, when I have no reason to go for anything but Scald, and all you're doing is just giving me free lefties, basically. I don't know what you thought I was going to do, but I'm just going to spam Scald until you're dead. That's just really all there is to it. So another Scald finally takes this Metagross out. And I guess the crit helped the first turn, but whatever. With our lefties, we're back up to, I don't know, like, what is that, 75% of our health maybe? Something like that. Out comes the Togekiss. And yeah, this is not going to be a good time, so I need to switch out. I'm predicting a Thunder Wave. And he actually goes for the Nasty Plot, which is not good, but I am Choice Scarfed. So I should be able to kill him off with 2 Volt Switches, or a Volt Switch and a Thunderbolt. So we're going to go for the Volt Switch. I can fodder off Tyranitar if I really need to, and just go from there. So I am going to bring in the Tyranitar, and I'm at a whopping 13 HP left. I'm going to get caught in the Sticky Web, so this Togekiss is going to be faster. I think it would be faster anyway. Togekiss isn't incredibly powerful, or not powerful, not incredibly fast, but pretty sure Tyranitar only has like 70-something base speed. Mega Tyranitar, that is. Maybe 71? I want to say 71. I don't know. So he's going to get hurt by the Sandstorm as he takes out my Tyranitar with that Dazzling Gleam. And the Rotom's coming back out. He's going to have to withdraw, which is fine by me because it gets rid of those Nasty Plot boosts. So in comes the Garchomp to take the Volt Switch, and he does that very nicely, so I have to switch because I am locked into that Volt Switch via the Choice Scarf, as I mentioned. So yeah, Rotom Heat would just die very easily to an Outrage or something. So we're going to go into Slowbro because I can take physical hits, and I am carrying the Ice Beam, so really not too worried about it. He does predict that, though, and goes for the Crunch. And again, that does almost nothing. Super effective hit. It does about 50 HP. If you're not factoring in the Sandstorm, or I guess you can because the leftovers just negates that. Now he's going to Mega Evolve. So I'm not sure why he didn't Mega Evolve the first time around. Not entirely sure. But he is going to Mega Evolve. And he's going to get that extra power from the Crunch, which is something that he actually really needs. He needs to get that and a Defense Drop, which he gets here. And that is a bit unfortunate, but thankfully I am carrying the Ice Beam, so I'm going to be able to hit him in the face with that, and somehow he survives. He gets frozen on top of that, so I don't know if that is just like a slap in the face, because that's what it kind of seems like, and I feel really bad that that is the case. Because I hate freeze, just in general. I hate it when my opponent gets it, I hate it when I get it, because it sucks. It absolutely sucks. So I'm going to switch into Cassador here, hoping that he doesn't thaw out, but he does. And thankfully, he just goes for the Crunch, which is fine. I was really hoping to be able to get a Dragon Dance up here, but that's not going to be the case because he insta-thaws, and that kind of sucks. But we're going to be able to outspeed because Garchomp does get the speed drop when he Mega Evolves. It drops down to like 90 or 90-something. But I know Salamence is sitting nice and clean at 100. So we get the Moxie boost from killing the Garchomp off with the Dragon Claw. Now we can finish off Togekiss with a Fire Fang. That's another huge threat out of the way, and I think all he has left is that Infernape. So I can pretty much kill that with anything. I can go for Dragon Claw or Earthquake. I am going to go for the Earthquake, though, because that's just the safe way to go. At +2 attack, though, I really don't think he was going to survive anything else. Except maybe Fire Fang, but there would be no reason for me to go for that. So that is going to be the match. Cassador the Salamence picking up that nice late game sweep. And yeah, that is it. So nice match, young Raul, whoever you are. I don't know if you follow me or whatever, but if you do, yeah, thanks for the battle. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say for this time, guys. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, because remember, if we get to that 50 like mark, continue those double daily Wi-Fi uploads for you. And I'll see you for the next episode. But until then, game on.